Japan's prime minister is in Ottawa today, meeting Justin Trudeau. The economy and trade was front and center, along with security issues, particularly those in Eastern Asia. Our chief political correspondent, David Akin, was keeping an eye on the meeting. David.
Well, Donna, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is touring G7 capitals ahead of hosting the G7 summit in Japan in May. And threats in his part of the world have been a constant theme on that tour. Every G7 member except Japan, of course, is part of the North Atlantic and European community, where Russia's war on Ukraine has been the most pressing security threat. Kishida's task is to remind his G7 colleagues, including Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, that an increasingly belligerent China and North Korea pose serious threats in East Asia. It is very important, Kishida told reporters, to have a strong defense capability in such a severe security environment.
Which is why Canada welcomes so strongly the new national security strategy that Prime Minister Kishida just put forward.
Japan just doubled its defense budget and is now acquiring missiles and other weapons with offensive capability, the first changes in Japan's defense posture since the end of the Second World War.
Today's Ukraine could be tomorrow's East Asia. And so there's a real concern that China could use unilateral aggression to change the status quo. And that's what this is about. It is purely defensive.
Though security issues will be top of mind for the G7, trade was also an important topic during Kishida's visit to Canada's capital.
Obviously, we talked a lot about how Canada can be a reliable supplier, not just of energy, but of critical minerals, of commodities and resources, including agricultural resources.
Trudeau wants to build on that. He announced today he is going to dispatch a trade mission to Japan in October. Donna.
And David, Canada continues to export live horses to Japan, where they are killed and eaten. The Trudeau government had promised to end the export of live horses for slaughter. So what's happening?
It did, Donna. During the 2021 election campaign, the Liberals promised to end the export of live horses to Japan. Activists, some of whom were on Parliament Hill today and took these pictures, say the long journey by air to Japan is stressful and inhumane for the animals. Now, the Liberals say they are still working on keeping that promise. The issue did not come up during Prime Minister Kishida's visit today. Now, the Canadian government says about 50,000 live horses have been exported to Japan in the last 8 years. And of those, authorities are aware of the deaths of just 5 animals while in transit. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says it ensures horses are fit for travel and are transported humanely.